For many older adults, the simple act of staying hydrated becomes a cornerstone of daily health and wellness. However, it's time to fundamentally reconsider the long ingrained habit of exclusively drinking plain, unadulterated water. This assertion might initially strike you as utterly outlandish, perhaps even bordering on absurd. After all, virtually every physician, every nutritionist, and countless health publications you've encountered over the past 5 decades have consistently championed the critical, undeniable importance of consuming more water for overall well-being. And indeed, it remains an irrefutable fact that proper hydration is absolutely vital for our bodies to function optimally, especially as we advance in years and our physiological requirements subtly yet significantly shift. Yet, embedded within this widely accepted wisdom lies a profound truth that has remained largely unrevealed, a crucial detail often overlooked in conventional health advice. Merely drinking plain water, particularly after reaching the age of 60, has been scientifically shown to be one of the least efficient and least effective strategies for truly maintaining skin firmness, for inherently strengthening your body's collagen from within, and for preventing the accelerated deepening of wrinkles. This might sound counterintuitive given the persistent messaging around water intake, but I promise to unveil this surprising reality to you over the next few minutes. We will delve into solid, independently verified scientific evidence, insights that, regrettably, most conventional medical practitioners rarely, if ever, discuss with their patients during routine consultations. My name is Dr. Alan Mandel, and for over 3 decades, I have dedicated my professional life to rigorously investigating and deeply understanding the human body's remarkable capacity for self-healing. My research has extensively explored how our cells naturally age over time, and perhaps even more importantly, how we can meaningfully decelerate this intrinsic aging process through the choices we make daily regarding what we introduce into our bodies, primarily through our diet and lifestyle habits. What I'm about to share with you today will not only provide you with groundbreaking information, but has in fact completely transformed my own professional approach to and conception of hydration as a holistic concept. A seminal study meticulously published by a team of distinguished researchers at the esteemed University of Illinois brought to light an alarming physiological reality. After the age of 65, the human body's inherent capacity to absorb and efficiently retain cellular moisture undergoes a dramatic decline. This vital function can plummet by an astonishing 42% when compared to the capabilities of younger adults. A reduction of 42% is not a minor adjustment. It signifies a substantial impairment. This means that even if you are a highly diligent individual, faithfully ensuring you consume 8 glasses of water every single day, nearly half of that precious hydrating benefit is being lost, evaporating before the water even has a genuine opportunity to reach the very cells that desperately need it most. I'm specifically referring to your skin cells, the essential collagen fibers, and the connective tissues that are absolutely fundamental to maintaining your skin's elasticity, resilience, and youthful appearance. But here is the other critical revelation that this same groundbreaking study also uncovered, finding that almost no one, neither in the mainstream media nor within the conventional medical community, dares to openly mention or discuss. When specific targeted compounds are judiciously added to water, the cellular absorption rates in older adults can be astonishingly restored to levels remarkably close to those experienced in youth. Certain special additions have been conclusively demonstrated to boost skin hydration markers by up to an impressive 67% within an incredibly short time frame of just 8 weeks. And the single most potent compound on our list today, the one I will reveal as number 1, produced such extraordinarily dramatic results in a clinical trial that participants, upon viewing their own before and after photographs, initially genuinely believed the images must have been mistakenly mixed up or incorrectly labeled due to the sheer magnitude of the visible transformation. Before we fully immerse ourselves in this truly fascinating and life-changing information, I want to make a very personal request of you. Please, take a brief moment right now to leave a comment below, telling me your current age and, more specifically, what is your primary skin concern, that particular issue you've been struggling with. Perhaps it's those deep forehead lines that bother you every time you catch your reflection, or the noticeable jowls around your jawline that make you feel less vibrant and young. Maybe it's the crepey skin on your arms that causes discomfort, or that general dullness that simply refuses to disappear no matter how many expensive creams and products you've diligently tried. I personally read every single comment, and your responses are incredibly invaluable to me as they directly help me curate and create content that best serves you and directly addresses your real-world needs and concerns. Now, let's finally begin with this much anticipated list. We will embark on a countdown, moving from the 5th most impactful additive down to the absolute most powerful ones you can effortlessly incorporate into your water to significantly boost collagen production, starting with your daily routine as early as today. The 5th element on our list is something that, in all likelihood, is readily available in nearly every kitchen at this very moment. Yet, ironically, most people thoughtlessly discard it into the trash without a second thought, completely oblivious to its profound potential. I am referring to nothing other than water infused with lemon zest. But pay close attention, because I am not simply talking about adding lemon juice. My focus is on water meticulously prepared with the actual peel of the lemon, which must be infused directly into the liquid. The reason this distinction is so critically significant lies in the following biochemical truth. The white pith, scientifically known as the albedo, and the vibrant outer peel or zest of a lemon contain an incredible compound called hesperidin. Hesperidin is a powerful bioflavonoid that researchers at the University of Southern California have definitively identified as a direct and remarkably effective activator of collagen synthesis within the body. In a carefully controlled study that included adults ranging in age from 60 to 78 years, daily consumption of hesperidin-rich citrus water was observed to significantly increase the measurable density of skin collagen by an impressive 31% over a period of just 12 weeks. A 31% increase is not merely a superficial change. This is not a hyperbolic advertising slogan for a cosmetic cream. We're discussing pure, fundamental cellular biology in action, rigorously backed by robust scientific evidence. And here's a deeper explanation of why this particular discovery functions so specifically and effectively for aging bodies. After the age of 70, a phenomenon that scientists have aptly termed fibroblast fatigue begins to manifest itself. Fibroblasts are those essential cells whose primary mission is to meticulously manufacture collagen. Think of them as tiny, tireless factories constantly working within your skin. When you are young, these factories operate at peak performance, churning out collagen around the clock. However, as we age, their activity dramatically diminishes, producing progressively less collagen with each passing decade. What hesperidin effectively achieves is, in essence, to awaken those tired factories and energetically kickstart them back into operation. It specifically activates a cellular signaling pathway known as TGF-alpha, which directly instructs your fibroblasts that it is time to resume their work with renewed vigor and efficiency. To properly prepare this potent beverage and maximize its profound benefits, it is absolutely crucial that you utilize an organic lemon. This is of paramount importance precisely because you will be incorporating the peel. and you certainly do not want any pesticide residues in your drink. Wash the lemon thoroughly and meticulously. Then, using a vegetable peeler, carefully remove several strips of the zest, taking care not to include too much of the white pith, and drop them into a large pitcher of fresh water. Allow the mixture to infuse for at least 4 hours in the refrigerator. For maximum potency of the beneficial compounds, leaving it to infuse overnight will yield the best results. Drink 2 large glasses of this lemon zest infused water in the morning, ideally before breakfast. An additional synergy tip that will further amplify these effects is to combine your lemon water with a small handful of sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds are exceptionally rich in vitamin E, and vitamin E in turn has been shown to increase the bioavailability of hesperidin by up to an impressive 38%. This means your body will absorb a significantly greater quantity of the beneficial compounds you've just prepared, thereby optimizing the overall efficacy of this simple yet powerful addition. Moving on to the fourth element, we encounter a fundamental kitchen ingredient that has been utilized for centuries, and which modern research has now revealed can literally rebuild the foundational support structure located beneath your skin, working from the inside out in a truly astonishing manner. This fourth element holds a particularly strong and personal passion for me, largely due to the extraordinary results I had the privilege of witnessing in one of my own patients. Margaret, at 69 years old, was a retired school teacher from Savannah. She came to my practice describing, with a touch of sadness in her voice, a face that she felt had simply given up. She presented with deep nasolabial folds, a noticeably sagging jawline, and skin on her forearms that was so exceedingly thin it was almost translucent. We explored various interventions and treatments, but the most astonishing and dramatic transformation occurred after she began to consistently add a specific ingredient to her morning water, religiously, every single day. In just 6 months, her dermatologist, who was entirely unaware of Margaret's new regimen, spontaneously and unsolicitedly remarked that his patient's skin appeared years younger. That miraculous ingredient is food-grade silica, specifically obtained from a horsetail plant extract. Silica is the third most abundant trace mineral on Earth, and it is precisely the mineral your body utilizes as the primary structural scaffolding for collagen. Think of collagen as a robust rope, and silica as the individual fibers that intricately intertwine and twist together to imbue that rope with its incredible strength and resilience. Without an adequate supply of silica, collagen becomes weak, brittle, and far more prone to deterioration and breakage. A clinical trial conducted at the Erasmus University Medical Center followed 112 women over the age of 60 for 24 weeks. Those who supplemented with orthosilicic acid, the bioavailable form of silica, exhibited a statistically significant improvement in skin elasticity, a 22% reduction in the depth of superficial wrinkles, and a remarkable 40% increase in nail strength compared to the placebo group. Herein lies the specific problem associated with aging. After 65 years of age, the absorption of dietary silica dramatically plummets. The intestinal lining becomes less efficient in its function, stomach acid production noticeably decreases, and the enzymes necessary to convert dietary silica into the form of orthosilicic acid, which is usable by the body, substantially decline. It is for this very reason that many older adults suffer from a severe silica deficiency without even realizing it. And this also explains why topical collagen creams so often offer such disappointing and fleeting results. You simply cannot replenish what is structurally missing from within by merely applying something to the external surface. You can readily find food-grade horsetail extract in liquid form at most natural health stores. Simply add 15 drops to your morning water and another 15 drops to your afternoon water. It is important not to exceed 30 drops per day to ensure safe and effective use. The synergy tip to powerfully enhance this effect is as follows. Take your silica-infused water alongside a meal that contains vitamin C. Vitamin C is the essential cofactor that activates the enzyme prolyl hydroxylase, which is directly responsible for incorporating silica into the collagen chains. Without an adequate presence of vitamin C, silica cannot be properly woven into the intricate collagen matrix. A simple glass of orange juice consumed alongside your silica water will create a powerful biochemical partnership that your skin, without a doubt, will visibly thank you for with a more youthful and healthier appearance. And now at number 3 on our incredible list, I present something that a prominent research hospital in Japan has lauded as the most promising anti-aging molecule discovered in the last decade. Best of all, you can easily and effectively add it to your water in less than 30 seconds. If you are finding this information valuable, and I sincerely believe it is profoundly so, please take just a moment right now to hit the like button below this video and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Weekly, I publish new and exclusive content specifically designed for adults over 60 who are serious about their health and wish to age on their own terms, with sustained vitality and unwavering well-being. Every like I receive signals to me that I should continue creating content like this, and every subscriber who joins becomes a cherished part of a growing community of individuals who steadfastly refuse to accept that aging must inevitably signify decline. Now, let's discuss our third item, molecular hydrogen water. And I want to be extremely precise here because there is a significant amount of confusion and blatant misinformation surrounding this topic online, which can lead to critical misunderstandings. Molecular hydrogen, written as H2, is not the same as the regular hydrogen found in common water, H2O. H2 is, in fact, a dissolved therapeutic gas, and it possesses the unique characteristic of being the smallest molecule known to exist in the entire universe. Thanks to this unparalleled characteristic, it has an exceptional ability to penetrate every single cell membrane in the human body, including the astounding capability to traverse the blood-brain barrier, which is truly extraordinary. This unique quality is profoundly important because most well-known antioxidants, such as vitamin C, vitamin E, and resveratrol, are molecules that are simply too large to access certain internal cellular compartments where oxidative damage is often most severe and devastating. Researchers at the Nippon Medical School published a study in the prestigious journal Nature Scientific Reports, unequivocally demonstrating that hydrogen-rich water reduced markers of oxidative stress in adults over 65 by an impressive 54%. Oxidative stress, for those unfamiliar with the term, is essentially what occurs when your cells are relentlessly attacked by free radicals, which are unstable molecules that mercilessly destroy collagen fibers, damage DNA, accelerate skin aging, and are the fundamental driving force behind virtually all chronic diseases we commonly associate with the aging process. Think of free radicals as tiny sparks landing in a dry, vulnerable field. A young body possesses an abundance of cellular fire, extinguishers to swiftly combat these sparks. However, an aging body has far fewer of these critical extinguishers, and those sparks, that relentless oxidative stress, effectively burn and destroy collagen, elastin, and overall cellular integrity with devastating efficiency. Molecular hydrogen water specifically targets what scientists refer to as the hydroxyl radical, which is widely considered the most destructive and perilous free radical in the human body, and selectively neutralizes it without interfering with beneficial reactive oxygen species that your immune system desperately requires to fight infections and maintain overall health. This highly precise selectivity is precisely what makes molecular hydrogen truly unique and stand out among all known antioxidants discovered to date. Participants in the Tokyo study showed measurable improvements in skin moisture levels, a notable reduction in the depth of fine lines, and significantly improved energy levels. This last point is enormously important, as fatigue is one of the primary reasons older individuals reduce their physical activity, which in turn further accelerates the body's overall aging process. You can acquire molecular hydrogen tablets or a hydrogen water generator online. The tablets represent the most practical and straightforward option. Simply drop one tablet into a glass of water, wait for it to fully dissolve for 1 to 2 minutes, and drink it immediately, as the hydrogen rapidly dissipates once the tablet has dissolved. Drink one glass in the morning on an empty stomach and another early in the afternoon. The synergy tip to enhance its effects. Drink your molecular hydrogen water along with a supplement containing astaxanthin, that characteristic pink pigment found in salmon and other seafood. Astaxanthin is by itself a potent antioxidant, and when combined with molecular hydrogen, both compounds have been shown in research conducted at the University of Kiel to work synergistically. This means they extend the antioxidant effect for up to 3 hours instead of the typical 45 minutes that each compound might offer separately. The combination of these two elements, molecular hydrogen and the item that comes next at number 2, created what one research team described as an unprecedented collagen protection system, unlike anything they had previously studied. The second item on our list left me completely astonished when I first delved into the research regarding it. And believe me, I have been in the field of medicine for a very long time. I am referring to water infused with bovine collagen peptides. And before you roll your eyes thinking you've already heard all about collagen supplements, I need you to listen very carefully, because what science truly demonstrates about how to take collagen, specifically dissolved directly in water and consumed at a precise time of day, is something that almost no collagen product marketing campaign ever mentions. Allow me to share the story of Harold. Harold was 74 years old, a retired firefighter from Tucson who had lost his wife 2 years prior and admitted that since then, he had largely ceased to care much about his personal health. His daughter brought him to my practice, and among his many concerns was the fact that his skin, in his own words, looked like a crumpled paper bag. Harold was skeptical of everything I suggested, which I deeply respected. But when I meticulously explained to him that the way he had been taking his collagen supplement in a capsule with breakfast was drastically undermining its effectiveness compared to dissolving it in warm water and drinking it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, he was willing to give it a try. 4 months later, Harold proudly reported to me that he had begun receiving compliments from people who genuinely thought he had undergone some type of cosmetic treatment. He had not. He had simply changed the timing and the method of his collagen administration. Here is the compelling science that supports this. A groundbreaking study published in the Journal of Medical Nutrition and Nutraceuticals, conducted with participants with an average age of 67, tested 3 different administration methods for collagen peptides: capsule with food, capsule without food, and dissolved in water consumed on an empty stomach. The fastest delivery group, the one consuming collagen dissolved in water, showed serum levels of collagen peptides that were 68% higher 2 hours after consumption, compared to the group that took the capsule with food. The reason for this significant difference relates directly to gastric transit time and pepsin activity. When collagen peptides are dissolved in water and enter an empty stomach, they encounter concentrated pepsin, which is the key enzyme that efficiently breaks them down into the specific di- and tripeptides that your body directly utilizes for skin repair. However, when they arrive in a capsule alongside a meal, they must compete with food proteins for enzymatic attention, and absorption is significantly reduced. After the age of 75, your body loses approximately 35% of its digestive enzyme production compared to when you were 40 years old. This phenomenon is known as digestive insufficiency, and it is one of the undervalued and most underestimated reasons why older individuals often see few benefits from the supplements they take. The method of administration, therefore, becomes as crucial as the supplement itself. Utilize a high-quality bovine or marine collagen powder. Look for one that specifically lists type 1 and type 3 peptides on the label, as these are the primary forms found in the skin. Dissolve 10 to 15 grams, which is typically 1 scoop, in 8 to 12 ounces of warm water every morning before consuming anything else. Warm water not only improves the dissolution of the powder, but also slightly increases gastric blood flow, which further enhances the absorption of the peptides. The synergy tip. Add a pinch, and I mean a truly small pinch, of black pepper to your collagen water. Black pepper contains piperine, a compound that has been shown to increase the absorption of protein-based compounds by up to 20% by temporarily relaxing the tight junctions in the intestinal wall, thereby allowing more collagen peptides to pass into the bloodstream. If the taste of pepper is bothersome to you, half a teaspoon of raw honey will completely mask it without significantly affecting the benefit of the fasted state. And now, the moment everyone has been eagerly anticipating. The number one item on this list, the one that produced such extraordinarily astonishing results that the photos of the trial participants were initially questioned by the researchers themselves. This discovery genuinely surprised me, and I assure you, I have read tens of thousands of pages of research on aging throughout my entire professional career. The number one solution is astragalus root tea water. And what I am about to reveal to you goes far beyond what we commonly understand about collagen and skin. It is something truly profound and deeply impactful on a cellular level. Astragalus. Membranaceous is a root that has been revered and utilized in traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years. For much of modern medical history, Western researchers largely dismissed it, considering it merely a folk remedy lacking scientific basis. However, that perception dramatically shifted in 2009 when a team of scientists from the University of California, Los Angeles identified a specific compound within astragalus called cycloestragenol, which possesses the unique ability to activate a fundamental enzyme known as telomerase. I need to pause here to thoroughly explain what this means, because it could legitimately be argued that this represents the single most important biological discovery of the last 25 years concerning human aging. Every single cell in your body contains chromosomes, and at the very ends of each chromosome exist special protective caps called telomeres. Think of them as the plastic tips found at the end of a shoelace. Every time your cells divide to reproduce, those tips slightly shorten. When they become too short, the cell can no longer divide correctly. Instead, it transforms into what scientists refer to as a senescent cell, or a zombie cell, which then lingers in the body, secretly secreting inflammatory chemicals, damaging surrounding tissues, and acting as the driving force behind the visible signs of aging, including wrinkled skin, loss of muscle mass, cognitive decline, and a weakened immune system. This process of telomere shortening is, in the most literal biological sense, the fundamental mechanism of aging itself. Telomerase is the prodigious enzyme that can actually lengthen telomeres. It is responsible for meticulously rebuilding those vital protective caps, and cycloestragenol, the compound present in astragalus root, the only naturally occurring telomerase activator with oral bioavailability that has been identified and rigorously studied in human clinical trials to date. A study published in the journal Rejuvenation Research followed older participants who consumed astragalus extract for 6 months. The researchers discovered a statistically significant lengthening of telomeres in immune cells, a remarkable 43% reduction in the percentage of critically short telomeres, and what the authors described as a, quote, reversal of cellular aging markers equivalent to several years, not months, but years. And the photographs utilized in the follow-up skin evaluations compelled the research team to double-check their records because the observed change in skin quality appeared far too dramatic to be credible without exhaustive verification. Here's the profound reason why this is so specifically relevant for individuals over 60 years of age. After 60, telomere shortening significantly accelerates, partly due to the cumulative oxidative stress accumulated throughout life, partly due to chronic low-grade inflammation, a state that researchers now term inflammaging, inflammation aging, and partly because hormonal changes reduce the body's natural expression of telomerase. The simultaneous loss of skin elasticity, collagen density, bone density, muscle mass, and cognitive acuity that many people experience in their 60s and 70s is not a series of independent, isolated problems. It is, in fact, a unified biological process, the relentless erosion of telomeres that drives cellular senescence in every single tissue of our bodies. To properly prepare astragalus root tea water and maximally harness its powerful properties, acquire dried astragalus root slices, not powder or capsules, from a reputable and trusted herbal supplier. Gently simmer 4 to 6 grams of the dried root slices in 4 cups of water for 45 minutes. It is absolutely crucial that the cooking is done on a low simmer. Do not allow it to boil vigorously, as intense heat can degrade the cycloestragenol, thereby reducing its effectiveness. Strain the infusion, allow it to cool slightly, and drink 1 cup in the morning and another cup in the evening. Commit to doing this consistently for at least 90 days before fully evaluating the results, because the biology of telomeres operates on a longer temporal horizon than superficial hydration. Changes in skin quality typically begin to emerge around week 6 or 8, but the deeper, more significant cellular regeneration requires between 3 and 6 months of consistent use to fully manifest itself. The synergy tip for our number 1 item is, without a doubt, the most important on this entire list. The cycloestragenol from astragalus functions most potently and effectively in a cellular environment characterized by low inflammation. This means that combining your astragalus tea water with omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA from fish oil, dramatically amplifies its effectiveness. EPA and DHA suppress the inflammatory cytokines that accelerate telomere erosion, essentially creating a protected environment in which the telomerase, activated by cycloestragenol, can work without being constantly undermined by inflammatory damage. Take 2 grams of a high-quality fish oil alongside your morning cup of astragalus tea. This combination, according to researchers at King's College London, produced synergistic anti-aging effects that were significantly superior to what each compound achieved independently. All scientific references mentioned throughout this video are linked in the description below. I want to take a moment before concluding to speak directly to you, not just as a medical professional, but as someone who has had the immense privilege of observing thousands of patients embark on this transformative journey. I have witnessed women in their 70s begin to recognize themselves in the mirror once again, after years of feeling as though a stranger was looking back at them. I have seen men in their 80s reclaim that kind of energy and confidence they once believed belonged solely to their past, to their youth. And each time, the profound transformation commenced not with a dramatic or radical medical intervention, but with a series of small, consistent, and deeply intentional decisions made each and every morning. What you choose to put into your water, what you consume alongside it, and even the time of day you take it, these are not trivial or insignificant details. They are, in fact, the very architecture of cellular renewal. Your skin, your collagen, your telomeres, your fibroblasts, fibroblasts, they are not resigned to an inevitable decline. They are simply waiting for the correct signals to be activated and to regenerate. And the extraordinary truth about human biology, which is what motivates everything I do and everything I share, is this. The body, when provided with the right raw materials and optimal conditions, always gravitates towards repair. Always. Scientific research does not indicate a cutoff point beyond which restoration becomes impossible or unattainable. What it unequivocally demonstrates is that at 60, at 70, at 85 years old, the cellular machinery for renewal remains present, remains capable, and remains incredibly receptive. It may require more support and stimulus than it did at 30, but it is unequivocally there, patiently waiting to be activated. And you deserve to know that truth and to act accordingly. Your independence, your quality of life, the face you see in the mirror, these aspects are not yet fully decided. The conscious decisions you make in your kitchen tomorrow morning are a fundamental part of writing that continuing story. And never, under any circumstances, is it too late to change what the next chapter of your life will entail. If this video has provided you with something genuinely useful and valuable today, please consider subscribing to this channel so that you never miss the most relevant research and the advice that truly matters for your health and your future well-being. And I genuinely want to hear your opinion. Which of these 5 water additions excites you the most to try first? Leave your answer in the comments below, along with your age if you feel comfortable sharing it, and I will personally respond to as many of you as I possibly can. Your questions and experiences are the principal guide for all the content I create going forward. Thank you for being here, and I will see you in the next video.